Hello, this is Geeter McFarlin from South Texas with another report. Got a little bad news here. We're having problems here at the station. Now I got to pass along this bad news to you. I got a call yesterday. A call came in from the assistant to the owner of this big station. Now that owner lives in New Yank City. And she doesn't understand what's going on down here in South Texas. She doesn't understand the problems that we're dealing with. She doesn't understand the technology. She doesn't understand anything about what's going on here. I got this phone call asking me to go over to a nearby town where they had an Italian restaurant. And I thought, that's odd. Why would I want to go to an Italian restaurant? This is South Texas. And I thought, oh, maybe the lady from New Yank City is going to fly down and give me some information about the station. So I thought, all right, I'll go over there and meet her. I mean, that's what I was instructed to do. So I went over there. And I found this Italian restaurant. Had a big sign out in front of it. I could not believe what this place looked like. Well, I walked in and I asked, well, where is she? And they said, ain't nobody here, but there is a reservation for you. I thought, oh, well, she called ahead. Maybe she's running late. So I go in and I sit down and they hand me this menu. And I'm thinking, well, I ought to wait till she gets here before I order. They said, no, go ahead and order now. I said, all right, I'll order now. So they hand me this menu, and I looked at it, and there wasn't a word of English in it. Not one word. I looked down through that stuff. I said, can I get the menu that's in English? Because I don't understand none of this Italian. Now, if it might have been in a little Spanish, I could have maybe figured some of it out. But no, this was Italian. So I started looking through there. And you know, my first clue that I was in trouble is when you look at every menu item, they have numbers beside them. You know, when they say 14, 15, 18, you know what they're talking about? They're talking about dollars. 18. They don't put no period and dot or anything else to show that it's dollars and cents. They just put a number. Well, the cheapest thing on the menu was 24. I thought, golly. Well, I thought, well, if they're paying for it, I guess I'll go ahead and order it. So I waited around a little bit, drank a glass of water. Finally, I said, well, I want that item. It was the only thing on there I could read. It was a pizza. All that other stuff I couldn't read at all. So I said, give me that pizza. So they went off, and a few minutes later, they come back with a bowl of salad. I thought, I didn't order a salad. They said, well, it comes with it. And I thought, well, for $24, it better come with something. I'm drinking a glass of water and eating a salad. Well, on this salad, it's covered with these little bread things. I said, what are those? They said, those are croutons. I said, croutons? What's a crouton doing on top of my salad? I just want salad. The man said, well, that's part of the meal. So I looked at it, kicked it around with my fork, and you know what it was? Nothing but a piece of toast, a little bitty old corner toast. I can take a slice of bread and put it out in the windowsill, and by the end of the day here in South Texas, I'll have croutons. Just cut it up and you got croutons. So I said, okay, well, bring me that pizza. So they brought the pizza out, and about 30 minutes later, I'm just sitting there waiting. I started eating the pizza by myself. As a matter of fact, I brought some of it home with me. It's right here. I figured at $4 a slice, you don't want to eat it all right there. So I brought it back. Well, I'm sitting eating by myself, wondering if this lady from New Yank City is going to show up. Well, finally, this man walks in. He has an envelope, and he hands it to me. I said, who are you? He says, I'm a courier. A courier? He said, yeah, we got this sent over to our office via facsimile. Facsimile? Yep, they sent him a facsimile from New York, and it was from my boss in New Yank City. It sure was. I couldn't believe it. Well, I opened it up, and it was bad news. It was bad news. It started out by saying, your program has a problem. I said, what? What kind of problem could that be? And it said, your ratings are bad. You're not getting any hits on your videos. You're not getting very many comments. I tell you, this was devastating news. I was sitting there by myself thinking, well, she's going to walk in here in a minute. Nope, she never showed up. I read through that facsimile, and that's what it was. It said, you are not getting enough hits. Now, it didn't outright fire me, but it said that if I don't improve my ratings, and soon, that they're going to pull the plug on this whole program. And I thought, gee, this is bad news. Well, I ate part of that pizza. I couldn't eat it all. Wasn't very big, but at that price, you just don't want to gouge on it. I ate a few more croutons, and I verified that they were nothing but toast. Finally, the waiter comes out and hands me the bill. I said, wait a minute. I didn't agree to pay for this bill. He said, well, you're the only one here. I said, are you kidding me? You mean I got to pay this whole bill? And with the $24 pizza and the water and the salad, it come out to $36. I said, how the hell did that happen? How did it get to be that expensive? And the waiter said, well, there's tax and gratuity figured in there. And he said, those waters aren't free. I thought, golly, this is something else. So I took that facsimile and I came back to the station. And I was about ready to give up. I got to tell you, I am not going to lie to you. I was about to ready to give up. Then I realized, well, this station, it's owned by a lady in New Yank City, but it's being sponsored by Monkey Doodle Cartel. And there's some good folks out of that company. And I went and I looked, and this company has 116,000 hits. And I'm thinking, my ratings can't be that bad if there's 116,000 hits. Now, I'm not going to kid you. I'm not responsible for all of those. You know, there's some other videos on that channel. 116,000 hits, not all mine. But apparently I'm not drawing enough. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this problem. I've got that much pizza left, and I'm sitting here dejected. I don't know what I'm going to do because the ratings are not good enough. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to appeal to each and every one of you to subscribe to the channel. I'd like for you to go ahead and comment in the comment section before. Tell them what you think about the report from South Texas. Tell them what you think about Geeter McFarlin. Got to keep us going, because there's a lot of things we got to talk about. We got plenty of problems to solve. And I don't want to be pulled off the air this quick. I didn't think this experiment would die that fast. That's the bad news. I'm going to have to go ahead and cut you off right now, but I'll try to come back if I can. Get me some ratings. I need ratings. I tell you, man. Oh, boy. Let's see. How do we turn this off? I know if I do the right thing, it'll